Good evening. Many students are getting set to begin classes at Lakeland College this September, but the academic schedule will look different than it did last year. Now, in the wake of post-secondary budget cuts, the school has had to suspend 9 programs. Kim Smith reports on this year's enrollment numbers.
It's the calm before the storm at Lakeland College. In a week and a half from now, the hallways and classrooms will be flooded with students. The school will welcome 1,060 new students this year. That's about the same number of first-year enrollments as last year in the same number of programs.
So we're right on par for our expectations and the numbers that we can deal with.
Facing a $4 million deficit, the college announced in the spring it would be suspending programs. For better comparison, the enrollment numbers for last year include only the programs that remain.
If we look at our overall number of people on campus, for this year, it will be down somewhat, but not significantly because we're still doing our second years.
As it stands, 25 more first-year business students are enrolled at Lakeland and 19 more in the emergency tech program. The interior design program is down 17, and there are 15 less students in the university transfer program. One of the most notable losses at Lakeland College is the suspension of its practical nursing program.
The academic vice president has not given up on any program coming back. If the government would find more funding, or we get more funding from a different source or a different way to deliver it, saying that there will never be another intake of nursing students is not true.
While some programs have a cap on the number of enrollments, most won't turn away any prospective student. However, the concern facing the college is housing.
That is our one issue that we have on both campuses. We're starting a wait list at Vermilion. We're always full in Vermilion. This is nothing new. Lloydminster has become a real rental problem for people trying to find, especially short term.
The student residence in Lloydminster has about 20 spots left. Kim Smith, Newcap News.
Lakeland RCMP have released a sketch of a man wanted in relation to a sexual assault from last year. Now, police say on November 11, 2012, a female was allegedly sexually assaulted at a business in Cold Lake. The accused is described as about 5'8", 150 pounds, with dark eyes and an average build. He's believed to be in his mid-20s. Police also say the man's nose has a bump on its bridge. Now, if you have any information on this crime, you're asked to call Cold Lake RCMP at 780-594-3302 or Crime Stoppers. It was an anonymous and hate-filled letter sent to the mother of a 13-year-old Ontario boy with autism. Now, it outraged many and even garnered international attention. Well, Newcap News spoke to the president of a local organization that provides support for families with special needs to get her take on it.
To find out this is something that somebody actually wrote and actually sent in, I don't know, in the hopes that somebody would actually read it is just really shocking.
Now, Lily Belland is a mother of 4, including it with an autistic son, and he's always by her side when she's out running errands.
In that process, he makes a lot of strange noises, and we just walk along beside him because that's who he is. And at first, when we first kind of started doing this, a lot of the clerks and workers at the stores would look at us strangely, not with hate, but just with confusion. And now when we walk through the store, and you look up and smile and, oh, there's that kid that walks through here every day. So just with that exposure and that experience, I think comes a little bit more understanding.
Belland hopes this incident will shed light on autism and allow people to have a better understanding of the disorder.
And understand that this poses no threat to anybody. It's just, this is a kid having a day that this is his typical day, and he's not hurting anybody, and he's enjoying himself, and perhaps we need to kind of open ourselves up to enjoy ourselves however we want to do that too.
Now, police were called to investigate the letter but do not consider it a hate crime. Well, it's a project that's been in the works for nearly 4 years and under construction for the past 2, but finally the MD of Bonnyville's new office building is complete. Now, due to the rapid growth within the MD over the past 5 years, the office was becoming too small, forcing some staff to work out of surrounding buildings.
We're very excited about it. It's a great feeling to be here. It's probably on Main Street. It's one of the dominant buildings now. It's going to be a landscape or a landmark for many years.
The construction cost $5.5 million, but additional space was added to the building in anticipation of future growth.
We have quite a few boardrooms. We were showing on the tour a couple of very large boardrooms on the second floor that could quite easily be converted into offices should we require more space. We've also got a third floor.
Now the total size of the building is now 24,000 square feet. Well, it's something that we all know, right? Diets really do work, but according to a new study by the American Medical Association, they say cutting carbs, fats, or sugars isn't the way to do it. Now, the study found only a small difference in weight loss between different fad diets. Instead, they suggest cutting back on your regular eating habits rather than jumping on the latest bandwagon. And one local doctor agrees with it.
You can take fats and you can take sugars, but at least that's what we're taught, that it has to be in moderation.
Dr. Saeed says while some fad diets may show results, losing too much weight too fast isn't healthy either.
Some of those fad diets, you can lose 5 pounds, 6 pounds, 7